Probability and significance. Probability is how likely your results are down to chance. Probability of p is a value expressed between 0 and 1. The closer the value is to 1, the higher the probability the results were down to chance. And the closer the probability is to 0, the less likelihood it was down to chance. If we get a p-value close to 1, it means things were down to chance. It means that we didn't manipulate our IV like we wanted to. If the probability of chance causing the DV is high, then we have to reject the alternative hypothesis and accept the null hypothesis. In psychology, we use a 0.05 measure of probability. That means if we conduct an experiment and the results are down to being chance is more than 0.05, then we reject the alternative hypothesis and accept the null hypothesis, because the significance would be too low for it to be reliable. However, if the probability of results being down to chance is less than 0.05 or equal to 0.05, we accept the alternative hypothesis and our results are deemed significant. With probability, it's common to make type 1 and type 2 errors. A type 1 error is a false positive. This is where you accept the experimental or alternative hypothesis when it's false. The value is set too high, for example 0.01. This means the probability is 10% and that the results are down to chance. However, this is not always true, and you can decrease the risk of type 1 errors by lowering the probability. Type 2 errors is a false negative. It is where you accept the null hypothesis when it's fake. Type 2 errors occur when the p-value is set too low. For example, a p-value of 0.01 is too strict, and therefore means the researcher will think the results are not significant when they actually are. You can decrease the risk of a type 2 error by assuring your test has enough power. This is done by increasing the number of participants. You can also increase the significance level or improve the experimental design. A well-designed experiment can reduce both type 1 and type 2 errors. This might involve controlling for confounding variables, using matched pairs, or using repeated measures. Here are some exam questions for you to have a go at.